Salve daí galera, beleza? Vamos continuar com a parte 2 aqui do Martha is Dead. Pra quem não viu eu jogar a outra parte, a primeira parte, o jogo é um pouquinho parado. Não é um jogo de ação, de sobrevivência, é um jogo cheio de monstro, mas é um jogo bem bacana. A história dele eu achei bem interessante, envolve questões bem polêmicas. Mas assim, num resumo de contexto, eu sou a irmã da Marta e a Marta morreu e sem querer eu tomei o lugar dela. E eu tomei. Tô gostando, digamos assim, tô continuando porque a minha mãe gostava só da minha irmã e aí ela acha que eu sou a minha irmã, que eu sou a Marta. Então ela me trata bem, achando que é a Marta que tá viva. Em contrapartida, eu fico muito triste, chateada. Deixa eu ver se tá saindo só aqui legal. Em contrapartida, eu fico muito chateada e triste porque, primeiro, que meu pai não sabe que a filha que se dava melhor com ele, que sou eu no caso, tá viva. Ele acha que ela morreu. E eu tô curtindo essa parada de ter o amor de mãe que eu não tinha. O jogo é interessante, é legal. É um jogo daqueles estilos point and click, mas não é todo mundo que gosta. Mas eu achei bem legal a historinha dele, bem bacana.
Daddy had this device brought here last week. It's old, but still works. He has always loved everything technological.
Eu tinha parado aqui nessa parte, tinha que revelar uma foto. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo ver aqui. Marta sempre jornal, faz igual suspeitas. A moldura experimente a câmera. Tire uma foto do jardim. Tá. Eu acredito que eu ainda tenho aqui lá. Tirar a foto do jardim. Porque pelo que eu me lembro, a foto que eu tirei não valia. Por enquanto, o jogo ainda não deu nenhum susto assim exorbitante. Mas ele tem algumas coisinhas assim de terror. Eu tô tendo
There
pesadelos
might
e
be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
eu tô tendo pesadelos e sonho com a minha irmã que morreu e fico me culpando. Vamos ver como é que é aqui. Longe demais. Aqui. Objeto enquadrado, enfoque, posição adequada, disparar.
Excellent. I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the dark room in the cellar to print it.
Beleza, era isso. Vai ter que ir lá revelar essa foto.
Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
Ah, o pai dela serviu o exército, ele é um. Tem um cargo bom lá no exército. Esse jogo se passa, acho que na Segunda Guerra Mundial. E ele era fotógrafo. E aí, por causa disso, eu também tenho esse amor pela foto. Aí vem aquela questão de que eu e o pai tinha uma, sabe, tipo uma conexão muito forte por causa da fotografia. E a Marta não. E aí, então essa conexão agora meio que vai ter que ver como é que vai ficar, né? Porque o pai não sabe que quem tá aqui é a fotógrafa.
I can't develop the photo like this.
Ah, aqui.
I can't develop the photo like this.
O jogo detalha muito esse processo de revelação de foto. Por que eu não sei, mas detalhe.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Não tava tocando essa música. Ah, esqueci de falar, a Marta tá sendo velada nesse exato momento. Será que vou ter que bater uma foto na Marta morta? Não, é um autorretrato. Preciso de um tripé para tirar um autorretrato. Certamente no porão. Porão. Então, o tripé deve estar por aqui. Ah, ali tem até uma cadeira para tirar o autorretrato.
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
Pô, tá sorridente, né? Credo. Que rosto macabro.
Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone. I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened. But suddenly, a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory. Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up. It's dark and I can't turn on the lights. It's dangerous. I'll need a flash for the camera. I can look for it amongst Daddy's things in the room below his bedroom.
Que casa grande. Cê é louco.
Here's the camera flash. Now I can photograph Martha even in the dark. Daddy's stuff. War maps. I've heard everything will play out on this new defensive line.
Vixe. Como é que eu vou saber onde é que tá a mulher?
July 18th. Everything has changed. I feel like a different person. The best part of me left with Martha. My enthusiasm, my desire to live, and the will to joke around. I find myself alone, left to my own devices, confused with no desire or expectations. I was handling the cameras at the lake and there was a floating body on the water. I don't remember what I was doing before. Yet another memory lapse. That lifeless body was Martha's, my sister. Mummy ran up to me and hugged me, thinking I was Martha and that I, Julia, was dead. I didn't correct her mistake and now it's too late. If they find out I have been fooling everyone, I don't even want to think about it. I feel terribly guilty pretending to be Martha, pretending to be deaf. I took the photo for Martha's frame. I know it's too late now, and I felt incredible pain placing the picture. I said goodbye to her forever in that moment. I realized she was gone, and there was no going back. I must do one thing for Martha. I must find out what happened. The partisans couldn't have killed her. That's just ridiculous. Lapo is my friend.
Eu tinha esquecido esse detalhe. A Marta era surda e ela tá se fazendo surda. Ah, vou disparar direto aqui pra ver. Ah, não, mas aí tem ali nem foco. Escuro demais. Você tá precisando tirar uma foto que nem o quadro corretamente de fato por ter no história. Você pode continuar a ver o progresso. Ah, não dá pra saber. Como é que eu vou ativar o flash? Vou ter que tirar a câmera dali. Tá atrapalhando. Preciso da câmera. Vou desligar ela momentaneamente. Vamos ver. Ah, tem que ativar o flash. Haha. Com o flash eu consigo ajustar.
Done. It would be
Agora
nice to
sim.
have you always by my
Agora
side,
deu certo.
even if it's just a picture.
Vamos ver. Não prestei atenção. Tem que revelar a foto da Marta. E sair de casa, tô com a chave. Mas eu não quero. Primeiro eu vou lá revelar a porta. Revelar a foto, será? Sair na rua de noite no escuro não é uma boa ideia. Nunca é uma boa ideia. O que ela quer? Abre a porta. Deve estar debaixo do quarto. Eu peguei. Precisa achar pra abrir a porta. Vá ao lago. Putz, o lago é longe.
The forest is very dark. The lighter will not be enough. Better to use the gas lamp.
Onde é que eu vou pegar um lampião a gás? Eu não tenho. Perto da entrada, de fácil acesso. Será que é um desses aqui? É. Será que é na casa? Na casa. Agora já iluminou mais. Pois é. Ao lago. Corajosa.
I love the night, but this night scares me. In the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step. I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind. I hurt Martha. The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be? I killed her to steal the love that everyone felt for her but didn't feel for me. How could I have done such a thing?
Pareceu alguma coisa ali. Ah, cara. Não é uma boa ideia jogar isso aqui de fone. Tem que ativar o flash de novo. Tem.
German soldiers. Daddy ordered patrols to be carried out near the house, but how could they have lost a helmet? God only knows.
Caramba, até o corvo me dá susto. Onde é que eu tô no mapa? Tem que ir lá naquele xizinho, será? beco sem saída.
Oh no! Damn, lamp! Luckily I still have my lighter with me.
Puta que pariu. Não, é tudo certo. Eu vejo um fantasma e eu continuo. Mas, credo. Se fosse, eu já tava correndo pra dedicar tudo cagado.
The cameras are somewhere around here. Two cameras left.
Ela veio buscar as câmeras pra pegar os vídeos, pra ver o que aconteceu através das fotos. Ah, não, vídeos não, fotos. Corajosinha. Por que não vi de dia, né? Ela falou, né, que o pai e a mãe dela não deixaria ela vir, uma coisa assim, né? Mas eu não tô nem aí, eu vinha de dia. De noite já é um cagando. De dia eu já ia vir com medo. Mas de noite.
One more camera to collect. A shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo of it and leave it where it is. That's it. I've got them all. These films are going to help me understand what happened. Now I should rush home to develop them. How could it have ended up here? It looks familiar.
Ó, começou a clarear o dia. Que voz endiabrada é essa, cara? Vamos sair daqui? Onde é que eu tô perdido? Mas é longe, né?
Julia.
Eita,
Julia.
Oh, Jesus amado. Ah, corre. Eita, Joel. abaixado, né? Ah, é quando eu sou pequena. Credo, que nojo. Que jogo confuso da porra. Entendi, foi nada. Teve hora que dei a impressão de que a Marta tava grávida.
I have to wash up and do what needs to be done. If I'm sick, I have little time. The truth awaits me. It must be hidden within those rolls.
3 dias depois da morte da Marta. Sangue. Ué.
General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behavior. German command of S. Vincenzo Attori. Telephone number 1185. The radio needs to be kept on at all times these days. It can save your life knowing things on time, especially before they happen. .25 ISO film. When the sun is high in the sky, it's perfect. Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing. Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions.
Eu falei que dava a impressão que a Marta tava grávida. Será que a Marta pretendia se passar por mim? Tipo, a Marta ia se passar pela Júlia?
Here are my cards. Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict hers. The future was always good for everyone. Maybe when she read them, she saw my true future, which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with. But deceiving oneself is sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise? Romola, 15th of July 1944. Dear Mrs. Irene, I am writing to let you know that all is well here at the villa. Thank you for being so considerate and caring. I apologize for the simplicity of the housing you were forced to live in. I also locked the room where the little one used to stay as requested. I've left you the key. It is the one with the pink keyring. Try to stay safe. Best regards, Nanny. Why on earth did Mummy have that door locked? It was my room. What is she trying to hide? Pervertin again. I feel like these pills do nothing other than agitate her. This is Mummy's jewellery. She wears them every day, even though Daddy says it's impractical and dangerous to show signs of wealth these days. As usual, she doesn't want to listen to reason and ends up arguing with Daddy until he goes to play war, as she says. There are more and more weapons around, and everyone is scared after what happened.
Following the dramatic news from the countryside, Archbishop Toccarelli will protest with the French in the city for the raping being committed by invading troops. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their homes and walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house entrances, and doorways, must remain closed night and day. The population are advised to stay in their cellars, or, where these do not exist, churches and other large buildings. The patrols of German armed forces have orders to shoot at people who are on the street, or who are found looking out of their windows. I shall repeat for clarity. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their homes and walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house entrances, and doorways, must remain closed night and day. The population are advised to stay in their cellars, or, where these do not exist, churches and other large buildings.
Well, if I think I can go out in this state, maybe I am actually going crazy.
Who are on the street, or who are found looking out of their windows.
That's better. But I still don't understand all of that blood. That's never happened to me before. But I'm not going to tell my doctor. Otherwise he'll make me stay in bed and rest. I'm already dressed. Superior Commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives not reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and or protects them and provides them with clothing and or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot. The superior commander of the German Federal Armed fighting in Normandy. Victorious Germanic counterattack on the road from Perriers to Carentan. Pont-Heber reconquered north of Saint-Lô. Many US losses caused by the flying bomb action.
Acho que tem que ir lá revelar as fotos, né? Estava no chuveiro rosa, porque trancaram meu quarto de infância, encontra a chave. Vai sentir, não, minha querida, é difícil, mas tem outra coisa. Revele as fotos, revele a foto, a bicicleta enche o pneu. Nossa, ele dá um monte de coisa pra fazer ao mesmo tempo. Ah, e esse traço aqui é o que separa o que tá pronto. Só 3 dias, a guria ainda tá aqui. Credo. Bom, vamos lá revelar as fotos. Pano com sangue ou é vinho?
Our wine. Daddy is so proud of it.
Sei lá. Coisa estranha. O gravador.
A lens and a roll of infrared film. They can photograph what the naked eye cannot see. With this lens, everything gets bigger. With this lens, I can shoot very close up. Blue filter, ideal for indoor photos. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. Red filter for super high contrast photos. Orange filter, when there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast. I have to be careful and keep the volume down as I listen. I must go unnoticed. I am meant to be deaf after all.
Ready? Julia! You ready?
Sure, Daddy. I'm good to start.
I've already started recording.
Oh, no, my voice will sound awful.
No way, come on. Didn't you want to study singing anyway?
No, I was young and stupid when I said that.
Okay. Ready?
Go. Oh, how nice. It's the rehearsal for last week's concert. I never heard the recording. But I was right, my voice is awful. Cannot be called singing. Anyway, it's time I develop these film roles. I can't wait any longer. I wish I could just stop time. These images could change everything. I cannot bear the fact that I may have hurt Martha. I would rather die. Damn my head and these memory lapses. It's such a pain not remembering. It's like getting lost inside yourself. A photograph is both the present and the past, like a dead body. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe it's silly to think you can capture the soul of someone who has died. Her face can't tell me anything anymore. I know that, really. Her lack of expression scares me. I don't even know whether to keep this blank photo with me or just throw it away. Here I was running toward the pier, just as I remember. Yes, I've undressed and I'm about to dive in. This matches my memory.
Estranho, por enquanto. Exatamente o que ela imaginava, que ela lembrava.
I'm carrying Martha to shore. I'm trying to save her. My memories, although fuzzy, do match reality. I feel a little better. Now I can find out who really hurt Martha. Maybe I should meet with the White Lady. She might be able to tell me something. Is this crazy talk? Yes, definitely. But what's normal about any of this? Maybe you have to be a little crazy to get anything done. War rages on the Eastern Front, an attack launched by the Soviets after hours of cannonade. The fight on this front has been going on for a long time.
Será que eu posso pular de bicicleta? Posso fazer embora. Onde é que eu tô indo? Ah, tem mais mapa pra cá, ó. Tá, mas acho que não era pra mim aqui agora. Deixa isso pra depois. Volta onde tava. Que agora o negócio é o lago. Será que vai encontrar bruxa de dia naquele lago?
This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says.
Tem nada aqui. Ah, aqui é o sótão. Dá pra sair por baixo. Que massa essa casa. Ué. Ah, tem nada aqui, ô. Tem nada aqui também. É o caminho mais curto aqui.
Los, schnappen wir uns diese Fahrzeuge! Los! Hey, hey, hey! Los geht's! Hier lang! Hier drüben! Oh, hey! Vorwärts! Hier! Sie sind da lang! Verdammt! Los, laufen!
What is going on here? What are the soldiers doing? It's dangerous, I know, but I want to follow them and see what's happening.
Nada perigoso. É só um tiroteio. Tem que entrar aqui.
Oh God, please no. Lapo, my dear friend. What have they done to you? Your handkerchief was the symbol of what you believed in. At least that is left of you. dear Julia. Are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself.
Du hast ein Mädchen erschossen, du Idiot. Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. Was machen wir jetzt?
Sieh mal, was sie um ihren Hals hat. Sie ist eine von ihnen. Es musste getan werden.
Sie ist die Tochter von General Erich K., du verdammter Trottel. Sie war die Freundin von diesem armen Kerl. Oh, verdammt, jetzt sind wir wirklich am Arsch. Scheiße, lass uns abhauen.
Aber sie lebt noch.
Sie liegt im Sterben. Siehst du, wo du sie getroffen hast? Sie ist bestimmt schon tot. Wir müssen jetzt abhauen, sonst sind wir auch bald tot.
I'm dying, I thought. But strangely enough, I wasn't afraid. In fact, I was almost relieved. When I returned, I found myself once again in the midst of a bad dream. One whose meaning I did not understand at the time. I give you back your appearance. 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 I give you back your appearance.
Confuso e pesado.
Now I see with my eyes. 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 Now I see with my eyes.
Two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On Julia's day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded. But they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede, and instead kept insisting. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person went with you? Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply be delaying her fate. They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death. So I asked how their choice was reached. We drew lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate. Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me. In that case, my work was done. She must have been Julia. However, little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides. Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damned smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
Cada vez mais complexo isso aí. Que tava de ruim parece piorou. Não tô entendendo nada.
Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe. No, my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, Doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
I would like to spend a moment with my sister, just me and her alone, before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away.
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise...
Otherwise, she would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this. It's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, Doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
You know, with all of these preparations for the funeral, Irina wants everything to be perfect. It's her way of coping, so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman who has suffered so much. Maybe too much.
Here's the whole family together. A very rare thing indeed.
Onde é que será que tá essa chave? Chaveiro rosa.
There's my bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there. Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
Violence against citizens continues in La Romola, and once again General K's family has come under fire. Now it is the life of her sister, Martha, that is in danger. The blow from the gunshot in her back could have killed her. It is only by the grace of God that the girl is alive. The anti-fascist political motive appears to be the only reason behind the cowardly act. The New Zealand troops are advancing slowly. After the Battle of Porgy Ponce, on the 18th, they are still far from the Tavernelli Val di Pisa. The German resistance on the hills has been exhausting for the invaders.
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia K., today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth. I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Hello? Mum? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh, my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh, my God. Julia. dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
I told Nanny everything that had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool, quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead, poor Nanny. Bye, Nanny.
Caralho, que jogo
I
trágico.
love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
Martha was taken to the chapel for her funeral. I want to say goodbye to her alone before everyone arrives.
No, 6934.
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due...
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich K. has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise, you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph "Town on fire" to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. Don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo? To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine. July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened. Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work, so I'll need scissors to cut some off. 3. This fabric is not new to me, yet I do not think I have ever seen it in the house. There is darkness that brings uncertainty, but there will be a guide. Something that can teach me something.
Ué, cadê a tesourinha?
A tripod is necessary to take photos with long exposures. I have found what I need to take infrared photos.
Esse corvo tá?
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side. Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her. Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes. There's only a few signatures from my funeral. If people had known that it was actually Martha, there would have been far more. I'm sorry that I took this from you too. Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3, series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia Kay has died, resident of Via Perciabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich Kay and Irene Kay, Don Attilio D. will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Romola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T. Dress. It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness. I started to suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these thoughts, hours passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral. When I realized it was evening, they were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well, but I would never have believed that. Had it been her? I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she was convinced that I was dead. When the funeral ended, I felt an irresistible urge to play. I loved music. I started playing without thinking about the possible consequences. I didn't care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist again.
going on here? Julia? Is that you? No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet... No. This is madness. My God. So, Martha? I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut. How did you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me. No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough. You will pay for what you've done, you cursed lunatic. They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Her words were as sharp as blades. I tried to tell her that it wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But she grew all the more angry, calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back, not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.
Talk to me, Julia. You know I love you. I just want to understand what happened. I am happy you are alive. Even if we have lost Mother. Your mother was just in shock. She didn't want to hurt you.
I don't know what I'm hoping to find, but what else can I do? I will hopefully see if one of these graves is hiding something. I hope that the infrared film will show me. Without all the necessary elements, there's no point traveling to the island. My dress. It could be the element that links my world with that of the lady. It has been here for a few days, in a place that is both mine and hers. Without all the necessary elements, there's no point traveling to the island.
Mas é longe.
The yellow filter. If it were to snow, it would be perfect. The green filter. Useful for landscapes.
Vai aparecer.
I can't develop the photo like this. There's the grave I've been searching for, the spirit of a prisoner. Just like the White Lady, he's trapped in this world, but they can no longer meet one another. Evil is separating them. There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards. Old photographs that Father took of this house.
Eu não acho a tal da tesoura. Ué. Porta trancada. O que eu tenho que olhar ainda? Ah, essa adivinhação do dia. Ah, tudo a ver o título com a imagem. O carro, outras pessoas.
I'm going to make it. It will all change eventually. But luck will not be my ally and everything will be very difficult.
Tem um negócio pra fazer lá atrás. Só quero ver se a casa tá aberta aqui. Não. Eu tô trancada do lado de fora. Me trancaram do lado de fora da casa. Então vamos ver o que tem que fazer aqui fora. Não tem outro jeito. O jogo, vou te contar, né? A história é legal, mas o jogo é inteligentezinho, né? Caminhe, caminhe, caminhe.
If I wear this, it should allow me to make contact with her. With this object, she'll have to hear me, I have no doubt. Now that I have everything I need to communicate with the lady, I can finally go to the island.
Lá no barquinho. Por aqui. É. Ué. Bom, não tá mostrando que tem alguma coisa no barco. Eu espero que seja lá.
This little boat is Nanny's husband's pride and joy. He used to take me fishing in it many years ago. I don't understand why Mother never wanted me and Martha to use it. A roll of film. It's the one that I was taking out of the camera just before I discovered Martha's body. It should contain shots from before that moment. With a bit of luck, one of the shots has captured the moment of Martha's murder. I will then finally have an answer. Was it really Mummy? I will develop it as soon as I can, but now it's time to speak with the White Lady. I will wear her lover's cross to draw her to me. A lock of my hair to enter into her world. I will use the tarot cards to communicate with her. The first 10 will be used like I did with Nanny. Once 2 cards have been chosen, it should begin.
You camouflage yourself in the woods to approach me. You blend in with the water to make yourself known. You wish to communicate with me through the energy of symbols. You use my pain to summon me. You are very bold. You call upon me for knowledge that I do not possess, for answers I do not have. I am only a vessel, like water, like air, a vessel to move and breathe.
It worked. Now I need to choose 2 cards. Here we go.
The daughter, the house, the mother. The daughter comes from the mother's house, then makes herself a home and becomes a mother. This cycle is broken. To undo the knot, find the sun. He is the original sin reflected on you. The one who gave you the light wishes to take it back. She wants control. Bit by bit, she is crumbling your life. You have to stop her. You will no longer be able to tell light from darkness. In sorrow, the difference is so subtle. You are alone, and you will remain alone. Memories are abandoning you. They are your only true companions. Now they take the place of your happy childhood. And they may return to keep you company. Part of our soul embraces the people we love. It is then torn away from us when these people disappear. The wound is deep and it cannot heal. Faith vacillates. Death causes fear. But the church is a safe place. It is home and mother to its children. Faith is the light. Do not lose it. Finding it again is almost impossible. I lost it in sorrow, and without time, I am lost in the dark. I can sense that you want to know who did it, but I do not have the answer. You must find it yourself. Do not ever try to enter through the front door if you wish to reach the heart. Your twin sister might have the answer you are looking for. Even after death, we leave traces of ourselves, don't we? Everything is indefinite if you look at the essence of things. You do not have control of yourself. There is a dark figure inside you. The wounds are feeding it. It will do things you do not like. It will use your desires, your guilt, the darkest parts of your conscience.
Speaking with the White Lady confused me even more, but at least now I have this key.
Tá ficando cada vez pior isso.
July 16th. Dear sister, I entrust my secrets to this letter. If you are reading it, things have gone as I thought they might, and I am no longer there with you. First of all, I am not deaf, and I never was. Mother scared me when we were little, so I decided not to speak or listen anymore. It worked. In fact, Mother began to love me. They also found a scientific explanation for my deafness. Neurological damage caused by excessive pressure exerted by the twin during pregnancy progressively led to hearing loss. And like that, my decision was also transformed into a fault of yours. So I must put it right. Do I have any other secrets? Unfortunately, yes, but a letter is too cold for such matters. Now that you know that I can speak, please go to the dark room. I have a hidden
Caralho.
recording. Listen to it and you will hear my voice. Farewell, Martha. Why all of this madness, Martha? What else have you been hiding from me? You deprived me of your voice for more than 15 years. I can't wait to hear it now.
Que história, hein?
There is nothing here.
Hi, Julia. I know that this will seem absurd, but this is me and this is my voice. We are equals in this sense, too. Well, it's obvious, really. I've basically always spoken, and you were my voice. I'm going to meet my fate, so I don't want there to be any more secrets between us. I have to tell you that I'm pregnant, Julia. I'm pregnant with Lapo's baby. We had sex, and I never had the courage to tell you. I was so afraid of hurting you. I'm so ashamed. And now, how can I ever bring this child into the world? The baby is starting to show. Could you tell? That's why I'm no longer getting undressed in front of you. But for how much longer can I hide it? Yesterday, you asked me to go to the lake together early in the morning. You, the sleepyhead. Early. I asked you to switch beds with me, like we used to when we were little girls. I got up at dawn and didn't wake you. I put on one of your dresses. I wrote a card to Mother telling her that it was you who was pregnant, not me, and to come and see at the lake. I left it on the desk in her room. Then I felt the need to talk to you, and I remembered the recorder in the dark room. Everything you never had the courage to tell her. I will be your voice. I know how much she's made you suffer over the years. Unlike you, I remember all of the harm she has done to you, and it is my fault. Take my place, sister. You will live a better life, and I will be able to rest in peace, knowing that I at least tried to put right what I have done wrong. I will go now. My last memory will be the image of you sleeping peacefully.
Hi, Julia. I was upset, unbelievably upset. July 16th, that cursed day, Martha didn't wake me up. Martha wasn't there, and we were supposed to go to the lake together. She even made her bed, which was unusual. I thought Mother woke up early, despite her medication, and asked her to do something. There was a dress missing from my wardrobe. It was late. Martha hadn't woken me up as we had agreed. And I always overslept. I simply decided to go out and take the photographs by myself without Martha. It was a foggy morning, but it was no longer dawn. It was a sign of something terrible. My mother had killed her beloved Martha with her own hands. I had then taken her place, usurping the throne of her affection. She would have never forgiven me. I had real reason to be afraid.
Caramba. Que história, hein?
I searched for one of Daddy's pistols to defend myself. What a stupid little girl I was. In spite of everything, that roll of film still needed developing, even if it didn't prove she was guilty. I also wanted to search for proof of Martha's pregnancy.
Almost 5 German divisions face the troops of the 8th Army. Units of an Indian division cross the River Pesa on a vast front.
When it's not too sunny outside, the 200 ISO film works well. 400 ISO film. It comes into its own shooting clouds and indoors.
To La Romola. Near La Romola, the Michelangelesque villa.
General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behavior. German command of S. Vincenzo Atturi. Telephone number 1185.
La Romola has been the site of graphic barbarity. A farm was stormed and animals were stolen and killed.
Telegram. I'll leave it in the letterbox. Have a good day.
Another telegram of condolence. Isn't it a bit late?
This is the civilization that our comrades are proposing.
The New Zealanders conquered Tavernelli in the eastern sector of the battlefront. The troops of the 2nd New Zealand Division, British 8th Corps, conquer Tavernelli. The 6th South African Armoured Division advances on the heights near Greve, conquering the peaks of the Dimini and Fili Mountains. The 4th Division reaches San Giovanni. Dear Mrs. Irene K., following your call, we have received a telegram from Dr. D. Your request has been accepted. As soon as the police station issues authorization, we will send for the girl. While we wait, to avoid the girl taking any extreme actions, as per the fears you have expressed, we ask that you trust in the advice of her treating physician. I thank you for your generous and charitable donation to our institution. Director S., Volterra Psychiatric Hospital, telephone 0782. Now that she has discovered everything, she wants to lock me up in an asylum. Or maybe even worse, she wants to kill me and have everyone believe it was suicide. She is preparing all the finer details. Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3, series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia K. has died, resident of Via Perchabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich K. and Irene K., Don Attilio D. will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Romola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T. Go to the dark room now. Not when she's around. I must stay as far away from her as possible. I could go to the cemetery instead to find out whether Martha really was pregnant or not.
E agora, onde é que é o cemitério? Deve ser lá embaixo. Por que tem um xizinho ali na frente? É aqui. Tem aqui alguma coisa. Corajosinha.
A German tank! I have to report its location via the telegraph hidden near the cowshed. Daddy probably asked for a garrison after all that has happened. I should report its location via telegraph. This wire heads towards the house and then keeps going, so it must be the right one. Now all that remains is to go to the telegraph near the barns.
Onde é que é o estábulo? Lá atrás. Vamos lá primeiro. Provavelmente deve ter troféu pra essas missões secundárias tudo aí. Eu nem vi se tinha que jogar mais de uma vez só pegar todos os troféus. Tomara que não.
The box is empty. The telegraph would have been installed nearby.
Where?
The telegraph must be hidden in one of these feed bins. I have to start every message with the code word. I saw the tank on the road, and the road is near the house. I guess I have to communicate something like that.
Puta que pariu. O que eu faço aqui? Localização, documento, câmbio, armas, bandeira, tanque. Envio ao menos 7 palavras. Localizada, estrada.
I have to start every message with the code word.
Código, tinha um código. Tinha um código que tinha que falar. Bilhete estranho. E agora? Qual era o código que eu não lembro mais? Cidade em chamas. Cidade em chamas. Cidade em chamas. Tanque. Posicionado. Ah, não dá quando bota errado, ó. Tanque perto. Não. Do lado também não. Localizado também não. Não, do lado. Mas eu acho que é só isso, né? Tanque localizado, estrada passando para a cidade. Tanque. Não, peraí, fiz coisa errada. Tanque localizado, estrada. Cidade em chamas primeiro, vamos lá. Vamos de novo. Cidade em chamas. Tanque. Perto de casa?
I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished.
Cidade de chamas, tanque perto de casa, câmbio. Cadê o câmbio aí?
No, this doesn't seem clear to me. I need to find the right words.
Putz, o tanque está na estrada perto de casa. Então vamos lá. Cidade em chamas, tanque perto, casa, estrada.
I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished.
Que porcaria. Remover, o que tem aqui? Cidade, chamas, tanque perto. Casa, cidade em chamas, tanque perto, casa.
I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished.
Tanque, estrada, cidade em chamas, tanque, estrada. Cadê o perto? Você já não enxerga mais nada. Perto. Casa. Cadê o câmbio? Vamos ver.
Damn it. I got the length of the sound wrong. I'll try this word again from the beginning.
Meu Deus.
Damn it again. I need to be more
código,
careful about the
cara.
length of the sound.
Meu Deus, vai ser o O do Borogodó. Ah, não. Oxe, fraca a mensagem. Nossa, agora eu tenho que decifrar a mensagem recebida. 3 traço, não, 3 ponto, 1 traço e uma bolinha. 3 ponto parece ser F. É isso? 1 traço seria J, F, J. E uma bolinha seria... Não, faz sentido. Não sei como é que decifra isso. Bom, eu vou chutar até pegar a palavra certa. vai ser assim tão simples, né? Não. Tem que aprender a decifrar. Puta merda, velho. Tá. Cinco, quatro, três, dois, igual barra. Porra é essa? Siga os pontos ou traço para chamar a letra correta. Não sei, cara. Três pontos. Não tô entendendo. FJ. Não, traço ponto. Mas aqui é um traço ponto, cara. Não faz sentido. Descobri. Uma deu trabalho, mas acho que é isso. Ponto, ponto, ponto quer dizer que eu vou para a letra E, depois para a letra I, depois para a letra S. Então ponto, ponto, ponto S. Traço ponto seria T, N. SN é recebido. Agora ponto, ponto, ponto seria S de novo. Depois ponto, traço, ponto R. SR, ponto, 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 traço, SRV. SRV necessita. Traço, ponto, ponto, traço, ponto, ponto D. Ponto, ponto, traço, ponto, traço, ponto, DF. DFS. DFS. Defensiva. Necessita defensiva. Recebido necessita defensiva. Ponto, traço, ponto, ponto. Ponto, traço, ponto, L. Depois, traço, ponto, LN. LN, linha. Traço, M. Ponto, traço, ponto, P. MPP. É isso? MPP. MPP, mapa. Necessita defensiva, linha mapa. Acho que vai dar certo. Ponto, traço, ponto, ponto. Ponto, traço, ponto, L. 3 pontos, S. Traço, ponto, LSC. LSC. LSC deixar. Tá dando certo, né? 3 ponto, traço. Ponto, traço V. Traço, ponto. Traço, ponto, VC. Traço, ponto, VCN. Perto. Ponto, traço, ponto. Traço, ponto, L. Traço, ponto, LN. LN, traço, ponto. Traço, LNG. Do lado. Linha mapa, deixar perto do lado. Ponto, traço, ponto. Traço, ponto, F. Ponto, FI. Ponto, traço. FU. Fio. FU, rio. Nossa. Ponto, traço, ponto, traço, ponto, F, ponto, I. Ué? Eita, que eu acho que eu fiz errado. Ponto, traço, ponto, traço, ponto, L. Traço, ponto, N, LN. Traço, ponto, LNG. LNG, do lado. Eita, já sei, quando eu não sei mais nada. Será que eu pulei alguma coisa essa merda? Sharper. Ponto, traço, ponto. Ponto, traço, ponto, L. Ponto, traço, ponto. LF. LF, não tem LF. Ponto. I. Traço, ponto. D. ID. ID. Tá certo, tem espaço aí. ID. Ponto, traço, ponto. Traço, ponto. IDF. Construção. Tá, foi isso. Char perto, construção, lado do rio. É isso aí. Se definir mapa, deixar perto, construção. Agora é ponto, traço, ponto, que daí ponto, traço, ponto, L. Traço, ponto, LN. Traço, ponto, LNG. LNG. Aí sim, do lado. Agora ponto, traço, ponto. Traço, ponto, F. Ponto, FI. E ponto por traço. Fio, fio. Rio. Ponto traço é A. Dois, ponto traço, ponto. É AR. Câmbio e desligo.
They are asking me to find a map of the defensive line. There is one in my father's study.
Caramba. Tem que tirar a foto do mapa.
That's it. Hopefully the image comes out clearly.
Que louca, né? Pegando os inimigos contra. Será que a mãe ainda tá lá embaixo? Será que eu preciso revelar essa foto? Revele a foto. A mãe dela ainda tá lá. Ela não quer saber da mãe dela. Será que tem como salvar? Tem. É isso aí. Descansar um pouco. Já deu bastante tempo. Tô cansado já. São 10h15. Deu quanto tempo de jogo, hein? 2 horas. Valeu. Obrigado por assistir. E em breve eu termino esse game. Valeu. Até a próxima e tchau, tchau.